to live, because you don't want to rip it out, because you're going to rip your edges out and you're going to be bald headed up here.
Hey player, what you gonna get, huh?
We bust Christmas carols.
Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel, Anna Dolls, and welcome to my channel if you are new. Welcome to the Anna Doll gang. So welcome to my channel if you are new. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to turn those notifications on so you won't miss anytime your girl posts a new video. So first of all, you guys, can y'all guess what I'm gonna say before I even say it? I'm gonna give y'all 10 seconds. Let's see if y'all know what I'm about to say. Okay, so I don't know if y'all know or not, but your girl hit 900 subscribers. Your girl hit 900 subscribers. Oh my gosh. Words can't even explain my happiness. Words can't even explain it, because when I started YouTube, never in a million years would I have thought I would have 900 subscribers so quick. A lot of people, it may not seem like it was quick, but to me, it seemed like it was really quick, honestly. Because if you think about it, that's a lot of people that supports you. 900 people on YouTube, that's a lot of, because if you think about it, it's so many people on YouTube, and it's like, you think like, wow, 900 people from YouTube supports me. Like, whoa. I'm not about to start preaching or anything, but I just wanted to let that out there, you know, I wanted to put that out in the atmosphere. Okay, the real reason why y'all came to this video, okay, let's get into it. So today I will be basically explaining the difference between frontals and the difference between closures. So frontals and closures, because y'all, before I started wearing frontals or closures, I did not know nothing about them. I did not know the difference. I used to go get my hair done. They used to be like, you still getting sew-ins? Like, I did not know nothing about it. And it's crazy because I couldn't find nobody to really just teach me about them. You know, I used to watch YouTube videos. They helped. But, you know, certain things you really have to just learn on your own. It's like no video can teach you. Nobody can tell, like, certain things you have to learn on your own. So I'm here to elaborate the things that I've learned about frontals and closures, and hopefully I can help somebody out there who was just as lost as I was. Because baby, y'all, I did not know nothing. And it's like, people always look at me as this beauty icon. So I would go get my hair done and they would just be like, so you don't know nothing about closures, nothing about frontals? And I really did not. I really did not. So that's what this video is going to be about. Basically, I'm just going to give you the difference and all of that. So all right, so let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so first off, basically I wrote down a couple of pinpoints because y'all know I got a bad memory, so I don't remember anything. So I like to just write down what I want to say on camera. All right, so the first thing is basically which one is better. So it's no right or wrong answer for this question, because you have your preference, I have my preference. I will tell you which one I think is better. So I want to go with the frontal, you know, versus a closure. So my answer to that would be a frontal. So the next question is, which one do I prefer? So that basically answers the first question is the same answer, a frontal. I prefer a frontal, and I think frontals are better. So now, what's the difference between a frontal and a closure? A frontal is a wig that's from ear to ear. Okay, so the whole front is covered, the whole front. Okay, a closure is basically a hairpiece, a 4x4 hairpiece, temple to temple. So it's not the whole front, and then your whole front is not going to be covered because it's just a 4x4 and it's literally from temple to temple. 4 inches long and 4 inches wide. Exactly. Well, it's different type of closures out there, but the standard closure is 4x4, 4 inches long, 4 inches wide. Okay, so now let's get into the frontals. Okay, so a frontal, like I said earlier, a frontal is a whole wig. So it's a ear to ear wig. And also you have a frontal piece. So you know, like you have a closure piece, you can also purchase a frontal piece. And basically what a frontal piece is a wider version of a closure, but it's still ear to ear. It's just a frontal piece. It's no longer a whole wig. It's a piece that you put at the top. You can sew it down, you can glue it down, whatever you prefer. That's basically what a frontal piece is. But a frontal wig and a frontal piece is the same thing. You have your wig for your whole head, and then you have your frontal piece just for the top. So the next thing about frontals is they are super versatile. And what I mean by that is you can literally part it on the side, part it in the middle, part it going across. You can part it different ways and it will still look like scalp. It will look super natural. A closure, you can't do that, and I'm going to get into that in just a little bit. But yes, that's the microwave. So yes, frontals you can definitely part all types of ways. It's literally like your scalp, you know. That's what it is. The next thing about frontals is your edges are covered. You don't have to worry about flat ironing your edges, flat ironing the top part. All of that is covered by the wig, so it's secure. Now, one thing you want to be careful with is the glue. If you are gluing your frontal down, you really want to be careful. So you want to make sure that you're applying the right amount of glue. And if you do not know how to apply wigs, please, I would suggest you to go to somebody to put it on for you, because you don't want to mess your hair up. And that's me. You know, I don't know how to apply. I don't know like the proper way to put a wig on, so that's why I take my behind to a stylist. 'Cause I don't know when it comes down to that, because y'all, if y'all didn't watch my hair review, this is my first frontal, so first time ever. So I'm learning, you know. I'm in the learning process. If you are putting it on yourself, watch a couple of YouTube videos, you know. Talk to some people who are really good at putting frontals on, because you do not want to damage your hair, or you don't want to damage the frontal, because frontals aren't cheap nowadays. So you want to make sure you know exactly what you are doing. But from the videos that I've seen, they put the glue, you know, right on the forehead. Well, not on the forehead, but you know, right at your hairline or above your hairline somewhere. It just all depends on how the wig sits and how your hairline sits. Because before I got my wig installed, I actually had to shave my baby hairs a little bit, because literally my real baby hairs come down to my eyebrows. I have a widow's peak, so they fall really, really low. So I had to shave probably just, you know, a little bit from, yeah, I had to shave a little bit off. I was hurt, but it'll grow back. So that's another thing. And I've seen they now have a wig made for people with a widow's peak, so I'm gonna have to go check that out, because your girl can't cut her edges down every time she get it installed, you know what I'm saying? So now, removing frontals, if you are getting your frontal glued down, I wouldn't suggest you to remove it the next day, because it's like, what's the point of you getting it glued down if you're gonna take it off the next day? But if that so happens to be the case, basically I've seen videos and they'll just put alcohol, literally like rub alcohol around the top of the frontal, and it'll begin to lift, because you don't want to rip it out, because you're going to rip your edges out and you're going to be bald headed up here. So you don't want to do that. You want to watch your tutorial and get your alcohol and rub it down. I've also seen a product that somebody has just came out with. I'm not sure what it's called, but I will definitely leave her Instagram right here so you guys can go check her out, because I might invest in that product. So yeah. Okay, so now let's get into the closures. A closure to me, it looks wiggy. It doesn't look natural at all. But I've had closures before, and my stylist, she can definitely finesse a closure. When I use the term finesse, I'm basically saying she can make something look better than what it is, if that makes sense. So basically, she made my closure look like a frontal, meaning she made my closure look super duper natural. People really thought it was a frontal, and I'm like, this a closure. They like, what? So if you got somebody that can finesse your closure and make it look like a frontal, then hey. But if not, you want that natural look, I would say stick to the frontals, because with the closure, usually when you get a closure, it's your real baby hairs out, and that's kind of what makes it look a little wiggy, because the closure sits right here and then you have your edges, and it's just, I don't know, I can't really explain it, but it just, I don't know, it just looks wiggy to me. I prefer frontals. Okay, another thing with closures, you can only part one way, because the way, I mean, it may be some versatile closures out. I'm just speaking on my experience with closures. I was only able to part it one way because, you know, the closure, well, the closure is from temple to temple, so you can part it from in here anywhere. But as far as doing a half up, half down, or, you know, getting really versatile with the closure, you're not going to be able to do it, because the way the closure sits, it's not meant to be parted in 20,000 different ways. It's really meant for that one way. When you go to the chair, when you go to your stylist, get it done, that's the way you have to wear it. So if you are comfortable with wearing the same style, you know, over and over, then I would say go with closures. But if you want to switch your hair up a little bit, frontal. Okay, so another thing with closures is basically it's kind of the same thing when it comes to the frontal piece. So when you have your closure piece, you can glue it down or you can sew it down, whichever one you prefer. But now with the closure, you know, of course, always you're gonna have, it's gonna be sewed down in the back, and then your closure is gonna be in the top. So it's not a wig, you can't take it off, you know. You have to wait until you're ready to take the sewing out and then remove the closure. You know, it's not a wig. So I think that's pretty much it. I hit everything, you know. It's not a big difference between a frontal and a closure, but they're two different things, you know. So it wasn't really a lot that I had to talk about. But if I missed anything, if I missed anything, I really want you guys to drop it down below, or you can DM me from any of my Instagrams, and I will definitely get to you as quick as possible, because I am here to help you guys, because I did not know nothing about frontals or closures, and I was looking around just like y'all are. You know, I was looking around for help, somebody to just help me and talk to me about frontals and closures, and I did not find nobody, so I learned on my own. But I am here for you guys. If it's something that I did not cover, please let me know, and I will answer it to the best of my abilities. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.